Welcome back to Geograck. In today's quiz, you'll guess 50 famous landmarks from around the world. From iconic monuments to breathtaking places, see how many you can recognize before time runs out. Think you can get all 50? Let's begin. We'll start with landmarks that almost everyone knows. Let's begin with another famous landmark. This remarkable site is the Terracotta Army in China. This landmark is recognized around the world. You're looking at Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany. Can you name this popular attraction? The answer is the Moai statues on Easter Island in Chile. Most travelers know this place. This unique landscape is Cappadocia in Turkey. This should be an easy one. That's the Matterhorn, located in Switzerland. Take a close look at this famous landmark. The correct answer is Gyeongbokgung Palace in South Korea. Have you seen this place before? This beautiful palace is the Alhambra in Spain. This iconic site should look familiar. You're looking at Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Can you identify this landmark? That's the old city of Dubrovnik in Croatia. Here's another well-known destination. This ancient wonder is Machu Picchu in Peru. This landmark is a global favorite. The answer is Red Square in Russia. You might recognize this one instantly. You'll find Belém Tower in Portugal. Let's finish the easy round with one last famous landmark. This famous geothermal spa is the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. Things are getting a bit trickier. Stay sharp and keep guessing. Welcome to the medium level. That's the Western Wall in Jerusalem. This landmark has some unique features. The correct answer is the Norwegian fjords in Norway. Look closely before you decide. You're looking at St. Basil's Cathedral in Russia. Can you recognize this historic place? This famous statue is the Little Mermaid in Denmark. The details will help you here. That's the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland. This one isn't as obvious. The answer is Persepolis in Iran. Study the image carefully. You're looking at Prague Castle in Czechia. Can you identify this famous site? This magnificent palace is Schönbrunn Palace in Austria. Take your best guess. That's Grand Place in Belgium. This landmark has a distinctive style. The correct answer is Chichen Itza in Mexico. Pay attention to the surroundings. This iconic monument is Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. Only careful observers will spot this one. You're looking at Mecca in Saudi Arabia. You're almost there. Can you identify these landmarks? Welcome to the hard round. The answer is Tiananmen Square in China. This landmark is much more challenging. That's the CN Tower in Canada. Look beyond the obvious details. This dramatic coastline is the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. Can you still recognize it? You're looking at Myeongdong in South Korea. Only experienced travelers may know this place. The correct answer is Milford Sound in New Zealand. This one requires a sharp eye. That's Cologne Cathedral in Germany. Take another careful look. This ancient archaeological site is Teotihuacan in Mexico. Can you identify this landmark from a single photo? You're looking at Phuket in Thailand. The answer isn't as easy as it seems. The answer is Marrakesh Medina in Morocco. This landmark often surprises players. That's the Las Vegas Strip in the United States. Stay focused and trust your instincts. This historic temple is Luxor Temple in Egypt. One more difficult challenge. You're looking at Hobbiton in New Zealand. This is the last challenge. Can you finish with a perfect score? Want to play this quiz game yourself? There's a link in the description, so definitely give it a try after the video. Or just search for Geograck on Google and jump into the game. All right, let's see if you can make it to the end. Now you've reached the impossible level. The correct answer is the Trevi Fountain in Italy. Only true landmark experts will know this one. That's the Nazca Lines in Peru. This landmark is rarely recognized at first glance. This historic mosque is the Blue Mosque in Turkey. Look carefully at every detail. You're looking at Cancun in Mexico. Can you solve this expert-level question? The answer is Easter Island in Chile. Even seasoned travelers may struggle here. That's the White House in the United States. Take your time before answering. This blue-painted town is Chefchaouen in Morocco. This is one of the hardest landmarks in the quiz. You're looking at the Hungarian Parliament building in Hungary. Can you recognize this incredible place? The correct answer is India Gate in India. Only geography masters are likely to know it. That's Copacabana Beach in Brazil. The finish line is almost here. You're looking at Santa Claus Village in Finland. One final expert challenge awaits. The answer is Yellowstone National Park in the United States. Can you end with a perfect score? Finally, it's Hagia Sophia in Turkey. That's the end of the quiz. Pick your next challenge and subscribe for more quizzes.